I need to. Ooh, that's some good sugar. What is up, posse? My name is Will Brolick, and welcome to another episode of t-ema. I don't really have anybody who had to help me with this. There was originally going to be a Justice League review with my friend Jessup and possibly my friend Fatima. You probably would recognize her from our review of Captain America: Civil War. But I thought that I'd make up for that, and there will be a review of Justice League, just not soon. Probably in a couple days. So anyway, I just got done watching Jonah Hex. This movie is a DC comic movie, and it has an all-star cast. It has Josh Brolin, John Malkovich, Megan Fox, Will Arnett, Michael Fassbender. And it's about a bounty hunter named Jonah Hex, who is brought in by the government to take down his old arch nemesis from creating a weapon that could potentially wipe out the nation. And in exchange, Jonah Hex would get his freedom. So before I go into detail, I go into this movie, I think I should talk about my thought, what I know about Jonah Hex in general. Which really isn't all that much. I kind of consider him a bit of an underrated DC character. Because this is the only known material that has him in it. Except for his appearances in shows like Batman, the Brave and the Bold. So, after seeing this movie, I just gotta say, this movie's boring. Yeah, that's all I can say. This movie is just flat out boring. I mean, the script is lazily written. It's very predictable to follow. The acting is horrendous. And the effects were extremely cheap. They almost can be compared to the effects in Birdemic. Okay, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's being a little too harsh on it, considering Jonah Hex is more of a big budget film and Birdemic only had like a $10,000 budget. So yeah, Jonah Hex definitely falls flat. I can definitely say, because when people say what the worst comic book movie of all time is, some people would say Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, or Batman or Robin, or Fan 4 Stick, but nobody really mentions Jonah Hex for some reason. And I can understand why, because this movie seems like it could be so forgettable. I mean, it's so bad that nobody will remember it in the near future. So let's go over some of this stuff. Like I said, the acting, pathetic. Megan Fox doing a Western accent or a Southern accent, whatever she's trying to do. Oh God, it was so cringeworthy. And John Malkovich, a little bit over the top, but nothing less you would expect. It's John Malkovich. Will Arnett, you barely see him in this movie. You only see him like twice in the whole thing, yet you still are able to figure out who he is. Michael Fassbender, annoying as hell. Yeah, he plays Quentin Turnbull's second in command or whatever. Quentin Turnbull, who is like the villain, who is played by John Malkovich. But Josh Brolin as the Jonah Hex, it was okay, I guess. I mean, he sort of portrayed the character of Jonah Hex exceptionally well, even if his performance was bland. And it's thank goodness he's moved on to better things, like playing Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And some of you may recognize know that I reviewed Ghost Rider back in October, and some people may ask, well, which do you think is better, Ghost Rider or Jonah Hex? In all honesty, I actually would prefer Ghost Rider over Jonah Hex, because that sort of had an idea of what it wanted to be, and it wasn't as lazily written as Jonah Hex was. I mean, you could make this guy so interesting, but I guess the fact that Jonah Hex isn't really that well known, and that the people didn't really know how to use him properly. Like, there wasn't really a TV show like there was for Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman. So they didn't really know, didn't have all that much material to work with. Which I can kind of understand, but you can at least do a little bit of research, because I don't think this movie's that old. I think it came out in like 2010 or something. And the soundtrack came from Marco Beltrami, who I actually do like, because he did Logan, which is now one of my favorite movies of all time. But overall, this movie was just flat out bland and forgettable. I don't think anybody's going to remember this movie. I'm going to forget this movie in T-minus. Now. Okay, maybe not now, but you know what I mean. Good thing, I have to say Josh Brolin put up an exceptional performance. And like I said, it's better that he's now in Marvel playing Thanos, and I'm excited to see him finally do some damage in Infinity Wars. I want to see what he can do. So, with that being said, see you later, posse, and have a great Thanksgiving.